Hello, my lovelies. Well, here's your reading for Taurus for the month of February. I'm not using tarot cards. These are oracle cards, as I feel the energy of them is more fun to play with for me. And talking of fun, this is your first little card. Look at that. Humour. Lovely. Little angel cards of humour. So there's an angel dressed as a clown with lots of balloons. So if things have been a little bit glum or gloomy for you, or I'd say feeling from October, November of last year through to where we are now, things are about to change quite dramatically, and you're very fortunate in having the planet Uranus about to enter your sign for the next 7 years. So it was there a little bit earlier on in 2018, and then it went backwards into Aries. But as of the 6th of March, the planet Uranus will be in your sign of Taurus again for 7 whole years. So this is a shake-up. This is a moving out of a period where you may have found things were going far too fast for you. Some of you may have burned out. Some of you may have felt you were ungrounded. And Taurians do not like that, because you're an earth sign. You like to have your feet firmly on the ground, and you like to go at a steady pace. So with the feeling of this huge planet, an outer planet, moving into your sign for a whole 7 years, it's like a breath of fresh air. Now, Uranus is about sudden change. It is it can be chaotic. It can make you feel like, oh my goodness, had the rug pulled out from under you. But it is a time for change, and if you resist any of this, it can be pretty painful. I know I have a lot of Taurian friends and family around me, and it's like they've been chomping at the bit to be able to slow down, to be able to make the changes that are necessary, and coming to the end of this huge 7-year cycle where it's just been hard graft, really, really, really hard graft. So to have some humour come into your lives is extra special. There's this sense of, I haven't had a good laugh in a very long time. But this is also about the cosmic joke, being able to laugh at yourselves, being able to laugh at what's been happening around you. And also, as the energy shifts in March, it feels like you'll be able to take the reins again of your lives. And the self-mastery card is easiness. And you'll be heaving a big sigh of relief. Ooh, at last, yes, because it's been difficult, difficult for you in lots of different areas of your lives, and I feel like some of you have been working for others, and I'm hearing something is stuck in your craw, where you've had to swallow your words or not speak out, or state your opinions about things. Now, the Taurus rules the throat, so your throat energy may have been blocked for quite some time, and this sense of and it can sometimes be sore throats, it can be tonsillitis, it can be coughs that you get, or this sort of real achiness around this area, and the back of the neck too. So it isn't just your throat energy, it can be pains, aches, base of the skull, back of the neck, and it can sometimes spread out across the shoulders. So when you get to this point in the next couple of weeks, and you'll be able to I'm being shown a mortarboard. You know, when you graduate from college or university, you throw the mortarboard in the air. So this is say you've graduated, you've done the hard work, you've put the long hours in, and now you'll be able to kick up your heels and find this easiness. And what it says is, as a master, I am always light and take on no burdens. I don't take insults or aggressive behaviour personally. I know who I am and I stay peaceful and calm. So this is an interesting look at how you discard the burdens that you've been carrying. So sometimes we take on burdens for other people, and sometimes we create burdens that really don't exist. So it's all belief systems, stuff that we just create in our own minds, and externally it doesn't really exist. So you're moving into this time now where you'll be able to discard a lot of things you've been carrying for other people. So if you've had a job where you have great responsibility, so you've got a lot of people underneath you, you will be able to shift that energy into a much more easy way of being. So it may be that some of you are coming to the end of a contract that you've been stuck in for some time, and I get the sense that you will be offered another contract or job or opportunity within the same arena, but I also feel some of you are so sick and tired of it, you just don't want to stay in that that sort of work anymore. And what the Uranus thing will do for you is to loosen things up, lighten things up, and you may get things coming out of the blue, because that again is the Uranus energy. Things come out of the blue. It can shock you. It can shock you to your core, I'm hearing. So you may get something showing up in your life that you would never have dreamed of doing or of having in your life. For some of you, there can be a change of residence. There can be a change of where you're working. There can be a change of even moving county or country. So it's like upheaval energy. Uranus also rules earthquakes and electricity and the media and group energy. So if you have this feeling of, do you know, I've always wanted to stand up in front of people and talk and teach something, this is a very good time, very good opportunity for you to be able to do that. You might like to go over some ideas that you've had or maybe written down or filed away years ago, and bring them out. Or you may have a manuscript, so something that you've written and you know, I always wanted to write a book, I wanted to get it published, half done, but I'm very near the end now. So this energy will give you that momentum and that push forward to be able to say, well, yes, I have the time, I have the energy, and have the opportunity to now do something with this. So rather than leaving it where it is in a cupboard or on the back burner, is for you to feel this release from having to take care of other people, say in a work situation, or if it's in a romantic relationship, you may get the feeling of something's been out of balance. How do we bring that back into harmony? So the next card follows on from that, and it's the frog. So I like to bring in animal medicine cards because they give a different depth of meaning to what the theme is for you for the month. And the frog energy is about cleansing. So it's cleansing not only your inner system, so say if you've been overindulging in alcohol or donuts or things that you know aren't really that good for you, and Taurians do like their grub, yes they do. You're ruled by the planet Venus, and Venus is about beautiful things and wealth and luxury, so you like the luxury products in your life. So if you've been having a sense of lack about things, that you'd like to have these things in your life but they haven't shown up, then this is a very, very good time for you to clear out any blockages that are stopping those things from coming in. So say you are, like I said earlier on, you're coming to the end of a contract then it is a very good time for you to start clearing out. Say if you're in an office environment, to clear out the drawers or cupboards or files, so stuff that you've accumulated that's of no use anymore, and also in your own home environment, because Taurians also love their homes. They love pretty things in their homes and flowers and luxury items. So if you, on an energetic level, want to bring those things into your life and they've been lacking, by chucking out certain things that hold a negative vibration or a negative energy, you're then making space, you're making room for these other lovely things to come in. I get the sense that you are, some of you, also maybe shook up a little bit because of the Uranus going into your sign. There will be an awakening. And the awakening energies need to be prepared for. So I've got the little mini frog card. There you are. And what this says is, bring in the rain, tears cleanse your feelings, refill with well-being. What's a mouthful? So bring in the rain. So you might think, oh no, it's a rainy old day, but rain is cleansing. It washes away all the dirt and the debris and the detritus around us. And if you've ever stood in the rain, it's an incredible feeling. I've jumped in puddles before now, with the rain pouring down over me. And it's a very freeing thing. You might like to give it a go, you might not, but hey ho. So tears cleanse your feelings. So if you're feeling, I can't take this any longer, I can't stand this situation, I hate my job, I don't like my partner, something has to change, it is about to. And if you feel like having a good old cry, then please do cry. That's very, very cleansing. When you sob, when you have a good old sob, you're actually massaging your internal organs. So, you know, when you see a kid in the supermarket, and I saw one the other day, she fell over and started crying, and then there was silence. And there was a big deep breath in, and then a yell and a scream. So even if you feel like that, having a good old sob, a good old weep, a good old scream, let it out, because when you are sobbing, your diaphragm is moving up and down, and it's massaging all of those internal organs. And we hold stuff in there. We hold stuff in our large intestine and our small intestine. The large intestine is about elimination, getting rid of. If you have any discomfort in that area, then a good sob would be a very good idea. You don't have to broadcast it to everyone and everything. You can thump a pillow or whatever, but as part of that cleansing process, it's also maybe a healthy thing to do to surrender and hand over to your higher self, universe, whatever you want to call it, infinite mind, and to say, I don't know what to do about this. Please show me. What do I do about this? When we have open-ended questions and we put them out there to the universe, then the universe responds very quickly. So, I had a lovely story the other day. There was a lady going through some interesting changes in her life, and she was doing lots of meditating, and she'd awakened and opened up spiritually, and she said, okay, God, give me a sign. I want a clear, concise sign that I'm on the right path. So she was driving down the freeway. This was in America. And it was a warm day, and suddenly through the window flew a bald eagle. So she pulled over to the side of the road, and it was on her dashboard, and it opened up its wings, and it looked her straight in the eye, and then it flew out the other window. So if that wasn't a sign, I don't know what is, because eagle energy is to do with spirit, because eagles fly higher than other birds. They say their wings touch the heavens. So this enormous creature, sent from up above, flew in one window, looked her straight in the eye, and flew out the other side. So if you feel that you would like to have a sign from spirit, from source, from infinite mind, whatever you like to call it, then ask. Make it an open-ended question. and something will show up. Here we have one Adoring Virtues angel cards, and this one is Spiritual Understanding. So as I said, there's an energy shift coming. You may already be feeling it. It doesn't just start and end on the 6th of March. It's gathering momentum. So as Uranus moves out of Aries, it's a bit like it's slowing down, and then it'll move into your sign. So for some of you, this is a huge spiritual awakening. It's like nothing you've experienced before. So you may have some very vivid dreams. You may have some aha moments. You may have moments where you think, I don't understand that. I really have no idea what's going on. And I was listening to something on the radio the other day, and someone thought that they had schizophrenia because they had voices in their head and all this stuff going on. And when they really looked into it properly, it was more to do with their inner self, spiritual awakening. So if you have anything like this occurring around you, then there are always ways and means of finding help, advice, guidance. You can always leave a comment underneath for me. So this is the beautiful Archangel Raziel, and he's all about sacred geometry. And he says, I'm bringing you esoteric information and symbols and helping you understand spiritual truths. So this is called, this here, sacred geometry. This is the tree of life. Okay. And there's a beautiful dove up above it there. So this dude, this archangel, will be showing up in some shape or form in your life. And you may start to see this symbology. So it could be on a poster, or you flip open the Sunday magazines, or it'll just show up in some shape or form, and that could be one sign for you that things are shifting. They're never going to be the same again, in a good way. In a good way. So if you've been sort of starved of answers, of reasons why am I here, what am I meant to be doing, this new energy that's coming towards you, yes, it's going to shake you up, but it's going to move you to a level of the deepest understanding, way beyond anything that you've experienced so far in your lives. So I've shuffled some other cards, but I haven't chosen one, and these are well-being cards by Esther and Jerry Hicks. So this is the teachings of Abraham, which is all to do with the law of attraction. So I'm going to choose one for you guys, and hopefully it resonate with me as well. So we'll see what oh, we are. Right. Ooh. How wonderful I am. That's your mantra for February. Just keep saying it. Not how wonderful I will be or I'm going to be, but how wonderful I am. And when anybody asks me how I am, I always say, oh, wonderful, thank you. And one lady said, oh, that's a bit arrogant, isn't it? I said, well, I'm full of wonder. I'm full of wonder. I wonder why this and I wonder why that. And so when you make the statement or affirmation, how wonderful I am full of wonder. And the beautiful drawing is of like a little angel and lots of beautiful stars. And that's what we're made up of. We are stardust. We are golden. And we'd like to make our way back into the garden. Old song from the 1970s. Oh, well, this is interesting because this leads on beautifully. We are wanting to awaken within you your memory of how wonderful you are, how good you are, and how worthy of whatever you are wanting you are. So there's also within this, as we wake up to our spiritual understanding of our lives, it's being able to break through and recognize the programs that we run in our everyday lives, the patterns that we hold, the paradigms which make up our ordinary everyday living, and recognizing those patterns, the negative patterning that we've been brought up with, and how we have belief systems according to those things. So we believe all of this to be true. So what this beautiful card is saying, that you are wonderful. You are truly, truly wonderful. And Abraham, who is a discarnate group of beings of light, who are channeled through Esther, they are saying, we are wanting to awaken within you, within your memory, how wonderful you are. You might have forgotten how wonderful you are because of the circumstances around you, because of your belief systems, because of the old programs that you keep running in your life. And how, with this memory of how wonderful you are, that means that you can delete the old memories, delete the old negative patterning, because you're wonderful, you are incredible. How good you are, how worthy you are of whatever you are wanting. You are loved throughout eternity, you are cherished, you are wonderful beings of light. So I hope that this is of some help to you throughout this coming month of February. So in some ways it's a culmination, it's an ending, it's a bringing to a close of quite a large part of your life. So in our lifetimes, the planet Uranus touches us, if we're lucky, for a period of 7 years. However, Uranus takes 84 years to do a circuit around the Sun. And so after this 7-year period of Uranus being in your sign, it won't be back there for another 84 years. So this is for you to make the most of it, redesign yourself, redesign your life, put things into place, knowing that the changes that you make are for your highest good. Don't forget the humour, and that it's meant to be easy, and that you are wonderful. So there you are, my lovelies. I hope this has been of some help to you all. Please leave a comment down below. If you'd like a private reading, details are down there. If you'd like a painting, I do inspirational art. And also, if you'd like a drawing of a spirit guide, details again are down below. So until next month, I love you and leave you. Wishing you well. Bye for now.